Hello, beta. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the orientation session for the three courses: Indian Economics Service, UPSC Economics Optional, and RBI Grade B DEPR. Today, I will go ahead and introduce you through the three courses that we are launching. I will tell you about the class schedule, when the classes will be taking place. I will go ahead and I will talk about the test series also. And I will give you some more information that I want to share with you regarding UPSC exam. Right, beta? So we will be talking about all of this in today's session. सबसे पहले बात करेंगे हम कि क्लासेस कैसे कैसे रहने वाली हैं, हाउ वुड बी द क्लासेस टेकिंग प्लेस, what all I will be covering in the classes and what I will be giving you additionally to study. So to begin with, try to understand बेटा कि जब हम इन तीन एग्जाम्स की बात करते हैं, when we talk about these three exams, UPSC Economics Optional, Indian Economics Service and RBI Grade B DEPR exam, इन तीनों ही एग्जाम पेपर्स में there is in these three exam paper a lot of topics are common. बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स हैं जो इनमें कॉमन टॉपिक्स हैं और इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स हैं. कॉमन plus important. Now, how do I know कि ये important topics हैं? How will I know कि यही वाला topic important है? That importance is on the basis of past year question papers. I will just show you today analysis of that also. So on the basis of the past year papers, I know exactly which topics are very important, कौन से topics बार बार repeat होते हैं, which topics come very often across these three papers, and those are the topics that we will be going ahead and covering in our live classes. उनको हम अपने live lectures में रोज cover करेंगे. Every day, I will be from Monday to Friday, I will be taking live lectures with you, beta. These live lectures will be 5 days a week from Monday to Friday, 12:30 to 2 p.m. ठीक है. अब 12:30 to 2 p.m. is a standard time that I am giving you. कभी कभी ऐसा होगा कि शायद टॉपिक 145 पे ही खत्म हो जाए और कभी कभी ऐसा होगा शायद टॉपिक 215 पे खत्म हो. So this is just I am telling you that every day we will be having live lecture, live online lecture from 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. But it can be more than this also and it can be less than this also, depending on the topic that we pick for that day. जो topic हम choose करेंगे उस दिन के लिए उस हिसाब से वो रहेगा. Apart from this, we will also be going ahead and we will be taking some more lectures I will be giving you in the recorded format, which you will have to cover as part of the homework. अब वो इस पे डिपेंड करेगा कि विच कोर्स यू हैव एनरोल्ड फॉर. जैसे अगर आपने इकोनॉमिक्स ऑप्शनल के लिए एनरोल किया होगा तो वो होमवर्क वीडियोस विल बी डिफरेंट. इफ यू हैव एनरोल्ड फॉर इंडियन इकोनॉमिक सर्विस तो होमवर्क वीडियोस विल बी डिफरेंट. And if you have enrolled for RBI Grade B DEPR, तो homework videos will be different. So I will be giving you some extra video lectures, and those video lectures will depend on which course you have enrolled for. कौन से कोर्स के लिए आपने अपने आप को एनरोल किया है. इन जनरल अगर हम जनरली बात करें तो इंडियन इकोनॉमिक सर्विस एंड डीईपीआर का जो सिलेबस रहता है दैट इज मोर देन इकोनॉमिक्स ऑप्शनल सिलेबस. whatever comes in economics optional वो तो रहेगा ही रहेगा, but these two would have more also. These will have economics optional plus more content, right? So because here you are coming after doing masters and here you are coming after doing bachelor's, right? तो in general बेटा जो हमें amount of effort डालना है in economics, it is much more in Indian Economic Service and RBI Grade B DEPR as compared to economics optional. और इसी हिसाब से I will go ahead and give you your homework videos, है ना. जैसे for example, if I give you a very mathematical question, जैसे example in Indian Economic Service there was a question which had quadratic marginal cost function. मतलब उसका जो total cost function था, it was a cubic total cost function. एंड उन्होंने पूछा था कि कैलकुलेट द एफिशिएंसी लॉस ऑफ मोनोपोलिस्ट। नाउ दिस विल नेवर कम इन आईएएस, मैं आपको ये गारंटी के साथ बोल सकती हूँ कि ये आईएएस इकोनॉमिक्स ऑप्शन में इट विल नॉट कम, बट दिस काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन कैन बी आस्क्ड इन इंडियन इकोनॉमिक सर्विस, इट कैन बी आस्क्ड इन आरबीआई ग्रेड बी डीईपीआर पेपर। तो बट इसकी जगह पर दे कैन आस्क यू अबाउट द डेडवेट लॉस caused in monopoly in IAS Economics optional paper, है ना? तो what kind of questions will come in what paper, इसका मैंने एक बहुत थरो बैठ के I have spent many hours of my life just analyzing कि किस तरीके के questions किस पेपर में आते हैं, what kind of questions would be asked in what kind of exam, and accordingly I will be taking you through those questions बेटा, ठीक है? और accordingly ही ये पूरा का पूरा syllabus मैंने आपके लिए डिजाइन किया है। Now when I talk about the test series, beta, many institutes don't go ahead and give you test series as part of the course. I didn't want to do that. मेरे को अगर आप सिलेबस मेरे साथ कर रहे हो तो आपको मेरे साथ टेस्ट सीरीज भी प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़ेगी। आई नीड टू चेक योर पेपर्स, आई नीड टू सी हाउ यू आर परफॉर्मिंग इन एग्जाम। मेरे को वो आंसर्स आपके इवेल्युएट करने जरूरी हैं। सो आई हैव इंक्लूडेड द टेस्ट सीरीज एज पार्ट ऑफ योर कोर्स ओनली, इट इज पार्ट ऑफ योर कोर्स, right? So if you enroll for UPSC Economics optional, you will have paper 1 ke 10 papers and paper 2 ke 5. If you enroll for Indian Economic Service, you will have 3 papers for all of these 4 papers. हर एक के तीन you will be getting. And if you enroll for RBI Grade B DEPR, you will be getting phase 1 which is objective and phase 2 which is descriptive. 10 papers of phase 1 and 6 papers of phase 2. Also, because many students go ahead and they aim these two things together. कुछ बच्चे ये दो एक साथ देने की कोशिश करते हैं और कुछ बच्चे ये तीनों ही एक साथ देने की कोशिश करते हैं। तो आई हैव ऑल्सो गॉन अहेड एंड इंश्योर्ड टू इंश्योर एन इंटीग्रेटेड बैच। मैंने एक इंटीग्रेटेड बैच भी रखा है that in case you want to go ahead and aim both for Indian Economic Service and DEPR at the same time, we also have an integrated batch in place. Now, I will not be going ahead and telling you that the access is for very less time, कि जब तक मैं पढ़ा रही हूँ for 4 months, 5 months, you will be having the access. No, the access is for exact 1 year from the date that you join the course. I would suggest you to join the course with me on 10th of June because this is when I start the course. And we should be doing it from the very start. Of course, whatever live lectures I will be taking, those will be recorded. And once they are recorded, they will be available for you for studying. But live का एक अलग मजा है बेटा। लाइव में हम एक अलग इंटरेक्शन करते हैं, लाइव में हम एक अलग डिस्कशन करते हैं। So I would go ahead and suggest you to go ahead and join the course from the very beginning so that you can go ahead and take these live lectures with me. The live lectures would go for approximately 4.5 to 6 months depending on the pace that we pick up. ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि जब हम क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस कर रहे हैं वी डीप डाइव, हम कोई और वी स्टार्ट इनटू अनदर सेगमेंट, हम कुछ और डिस्कशन शुरू कर दें और उसमें बहुत टाइम चला जाए, सो इट टेक्स मोर टाइम टू कवर द कोर्स एंड समटाइम्स वी मे पिक अप सम पेस एंड वी मे कवर द कोर्स अ बिट fast, right? So depending on the pace we pick up, 4.5 to 6 months. Mane, I am starting your course in the month of June. You can expect that by the end, which means that by your first week of December, you would know the course thoroughly. Completely आपको पूरा का पूरा course अच्छे से आता होगा. You would know everything about the course, right? Now, let me just go ahead and take you through some bits and pieces of how the past course has been and what kind of questions have been asked in the past. So, first of all, beta, specifically for today, I want to go ahead and I want to show you what would be your strategy for economics optional paper. Yes, beta, you can do MSc in stats if you have cleared the GATE exam. No, if you have cleared economics GATE, it should be MSc in economics, not stats. For that, you need to clear GATE stats paper. Okay. So now, beta, I will be talking about the two paper. तो अगर हम economics optional का बात करें, the entire paper, economics optional can be divided in two papers. This is the first paper. Paper 1 broadly has micro, macro, international economics, development economics, money and banking, and public finance. Okay. I will go ahead and I will provide you a reading list for all these subjects. But when you join with me and when you sit with me in the class, you really don't have to go ahead around that reading list. Huh? You can go ahead and you can refer to my lecture notes plus the video lectures that I will be providing you, and they should be enough. Why am I saying so? क्यों बोल रही हूँ मैं ऐसा? Try to understand better. जैसे for example in microeconomics, the suggested book that you go ahead and that you want to, you go ahead and you do the suggested book that you do, that is two. दोनों में से कोई एक microeconomics में आप कर सकते हो. Let me just go ahead and take you through that also. So in microeconomics, either you can go ahead and do HL Ahuja, or in microeconomics, अगर आपको HL Ahuja नहीं करनी है तो you can do Kudiasons. Now the problem here is that in HL Ahuja there are some graphs which are incorrect. कुछ graphs ठीक से बने ही नहीं हुए हैं. Similarly, there are some numericals which are not correctly solved. And जितना डिटेल में HL Ahuja में बताया गया है उतना डिटेल में आपको करना भी नहीं है. There are some things which you don't have to do from exam point of view. So कहाँ पे किस चैप्टर में कितना रुकना है, where to stop, at what point to stop, वो जानना जरूरी है, right? And that is the reason why I would go ahead and suggest to go through my notes. अब मैं अपने notes में क्या करूंगी ना, I will use HL Ahuja, but I will complement it with Varian, with Snyder. Then I will use Felix, right? So I will go ahead, I will use, if we are talking about Indian Economic Service, so I will use a very, very difficult book also, which is AMG. है ना? तो I will go ahead and use different books depending on कहाँ पे मुझे आपको किस टॉपिक में कितने लेवल तक उठाना है, what is essential in what topic, and I will go ahead and discuss those things accordingly, right? So if you are doing self-study, I would go ahead and suggest you to do HL Ahuja. But if you're joining the course, तो मैं suggest करूंगी बेटा कि बुक फॉलो करने की जगह आप मेरे जो रिटन नोट्स मैं क्लास में डिक्टेट करूंगी या लिखवाऊंगी या दूंगी आपको, those written notes, and along with the written notes I will go ahead and suggest that you go ahead and you do the video lectures well. आप उन नोट्स को और लेक्चर्स को अच्छे से कर लोगे तो उसके अलावा आपको कुछ भी करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, right? So there is no need of any book. The class notes are actually enough. ठीक है? And this holds for all the subjects. मैं सिर्फ इसको माइक्रो के लिए नहीं बोल रही हूँ. For macro, for international economics, in which we follow Salvator, for development economics, money and banking, public finance, इन सब के लिए ही the notes should be enough. You don't have to go ahead and really do the books अगर आप यहाँ पे join कर रहे हो, right? Now we have paper 2 also, and in paper 2 we have 3 main subjects beta. Indian economy before 1947, Indian economy between 1947 and 1991, and Indian economy after 1991. ये पढ़ने में बहुत ही मजा आने वाला है. इसमें I will be taking you through the history of India and I will be telling you in detail कि कब कब कैसे कैसे क्या क्या हुआ. It is going to be very very interesting. You will love this subject. बहुत बच्चे होते हैं who find that Indian economy is very difficult. They are scared of Indian economy. उन्हें बहुत डर लगता है Indian economy से, but ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. When you will be doing it with me, you would be loving the way we go ahead and do Indian economy. ठीक है जी. Now let me go ahead and tell you the design of the paper. So when we talk about the paper, अभी I am discussing IAS Economics optional का paper बेटा, first of all. So when we talk about the design of the paper. इस पेपर में, in paper 1 you have section A, and in section A you will be having 4 questions, question 1, question 2, question 3 and question 4. ध्यान से समझना हाँ कैसे बनाए ये पेपर. And then you will be having section B, and in section B also you will be having question 5, question 6, question 7 and question 8. अब जो हमारा क्वेश्चन 1 है, this will have 5 questions of 10 marks each. These are compulsory question. ये आपको करना ही करना है. This is compulsory. Right? Similarly, when I talk about section B, question number 5 will be on similar basis, beta. 5 question, 10 marks each. So this is again compulsory, 50 marks. ठीक है. अब हम रिमेनिंग क्वेश्चंस पे देते हैं. सो रिमेनिंग क्वेश्चंस आर अगेन ऑफ 50 मार्क्स ईच. क्वेश्चन 2 will be 50 marks, 3 50 marks, 4 50 marks, 6 50 marks, 7 50 marks and 8 50 marks. Out of these 6 questions, you have to go ahead and do any 3. कोई 3 कर लो, but with one condition that there should be one chosen from each section. माने if I want to do 6 7 8 तो गलत हो जाएगा. I need to go ahead and choose one from this section, at least one from this section, at least one from this section. तो ऐसा कुछ कर सकते हो कि you can choose 2 from here, and then यहाँ से you can choose any 2, 6 7 8 में से. So maybe you can do 7 8, right? Or you can choose 3 and 4 from here, or from here you can do any one, 6 7 8 में से you can just do randomly any one, right? So the pattern is that you need to do 3 with at least 1 from each section out of 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now, so this means that you will be doing 3 questions with 1 from each section. 150 marks का ये हो गया. And 1 and 5 are compulsory, so 50 marks each. So this makes up to 250 marks paper. Right? Now, इसमें भी there is another pattern which has been evolved, जो हमें देखने की कोशिश करनी पड़ेगी. So till 2017, we used to see that section A का जो questions थे, questions from section A, they used to be on micro and macro, and questions in section B used to be international and development theory, right? Now, as far as money and banking and public finance are concerned, now the pattern has completely changed. So you can go ahead and see money and banking and public finance either in section A or B. ठीक है, it can come either in section A or section B, but you will see कि micro macro हमेशा से section A में आ रहा है, and you will notice that international and development theory has been coming in section B. It has been coming in section B, right? अच्छा, many students are confused. वो हमेशा बोलते हैं कि मैम मेजरली तो माइक्रो मैक्रो ही आता है, सो शुड वी जस्ट लीव इंटरनेशनल इकोनॉमिक्स, शुड वी लीव डेवलपमेंट थ्योरी, शुड वी लीव पब्लिक फाइनेंस, व्हाट शुड वी डू अराउंड द कोर्स? So this is an analysis since 2013 on approximately the total questions asked in exam from different topics. ठीक है, on total questions asked in exam from different topics. And it has been seen beta कि micro के 40 questions till date has been asked, macro 42 questions till date has been asked, money banking and public finance 34 questions till date has been asked, international 42 questions till date has been asked, and development theory ka 40 questions till date has been asked. So you see that it is a balance. Those people who go ahead and say कि सिर्फ micro आता है या macro आता है are making a very big mistake. They are guiding you in the wrong way. Across these 5 subjects जो हमारे paper 1 में आते हैं, all subjects have more or less an equal weightage, है ना? So we can go ahead and approximately 10 to 15 questions have been miscellaneous, or they have been cross subjects, cross border subjects. Like I can easily go ahead and I can combine public finance with dev theory, right? So there have been questions which have been cross topic questions, but uske alawa on an average what has been seen is that each subject has got almost equal weightage. So going ahead and saying कि सिर्फ ये subject आएगा, ये पढ़ के चले जाते हैं and I will clear the exam, it is absolutely wrong to say. We need to go ahead and we need to focus on all the subjects equally, right? So you see that there have been questions from all over the syllabus, and students who say ki just micro and macro is enough is wrong. That is absolutely wrong. Okay, so now one more thing that I was going ahead and I kind of want to focus on here is the trend beta. हमेशा जब भी हम किसी भी एग्जाम की तैयारी शुरू करते हैं, whether it is economics optional, whether it is Indian Economic Service, whether it is RBI Grade B DEPR, yeah, whether it is even UGC NET Economics or MA Economics, whenever we start the preparation of any subject, we need to go ahead and we need to understand what has been the past questions. The analysis of past question is very important. For example, बेटा अगर मैं शुरू कर रही हूं आपके साथ फर्स्ट टॉपिक विच इज मार्शेलियन एंड हिक्सियन डिमांड कर्व, है ना, मैंने आपके साथ मार्शेलियन एंड हिक्सियन वॉलरेजियन डिमांड कर्व्स को स्टार्ट किया, तो आई शुड नो कि व्हेन ऑल द क्वेश्चन हैज बीन आस्क्ड ऑन दिस, I should know कि IAS 2020 economics optional में there was a question which was asking me to go ahead and to use or tell me what is an indirect utility function, है ना. Or for example, if I am doing substitution income effect with you, so I should know that in the latest time there has been a question which has been on labor theory, जो पूछता है लेबर का सप्लाई कर, व्हाई इज दैट बैकवर्ड बेंडिंग. तो इट इज आस्किंग मी एन एप्लीकेशन ऑफ द स्लट्सकी इक्वेशन सब्स्टिट्यूशन एंड इनकम इफेक्ट, व्हाई द लेबर सप्लाई कर्व इज बैकवर्ड बेंडिंग. तो whenever we study any topic, जब भी हम किसी भी टॉपिक को पढ़ते हैं, it is very important that we go ahead and first analyze the trend. So when I will be taking any topic class बेटा, जैसे अगर मैं आपके साथ मंडे को I start with the first class, I will tell you कि see बेटा from this topic in IAS Economics Optional, these are the questions that have been asked. If you're aiming economics optional, ये वाले तरीके के questions यहाँ से आए हैं. If you're aiming for Indian Economic Service, beta, these are the kind of questions that have been asked from this topic. Then I will be doing this topic with you in detail, and I will expect you कि जो भी मैंने आपको लिखवाया है उसके basis पे you are able to go ahead and practice these questions, right? तो ये जो practice assignment आपको मिलेगा, right? We call these assignments as DPPs, daily practice papers. You go ahead and you do those assignments. उन assignments से आप उनको अच्छे से answers को लिखो, right? So try to understand that analyzing the trend is important. What has been asked in the past has been important. And then on the basis of that, it is my duty to go ahead and tell you कि बेटा साथ में ये वाले questions भी कर लेना. These can be asked in the future. So what can be asked in the future is something that I need to go ahead and tell you that also, right? Are you getting it? So we will be doing questions asked in the past, and I will be giving you questions that can be further asked in the future. Okay. एक और चीज बहुत commonly देखी गई है that when you do the past year papers, a lot of times what will happen is that the questions would be repeated with the change in language, right? So ऐसा लगेगा पेपर देख के अरे I have seen this question, ये question तो कभी किया है. It is because you have done the same kind of question but with a different language. So doing the past year paper is of utmost importance, right? Because when we will be doing these past year papers now, that will help you write better answers in exam, in the upcoming exam. ठीक है, तो उनको हमें अच्छे से करना जरूरी है. बाकी as I will go through various subjects, like for example, when I will be going through microeconomics, macroeconomics, तो मैं आपको ये जरूर बताऊंगी कि हर एग्जाम में कौन से वो टॉपिक्स हैं जो हर साल रिपीट होते हैं, which are repeated in different past year papers. Like for example, here I have jotted down what are the topics that are repeated in microeconomics. इसका पूरा एक list बनाया है. ऐसे ही I have prepared list for different subjects, that what are the common topics which get repeated from year to year. और उन टॉपिक्स पे भी हम दोबारा बात करेंगे, उन टॉपिक्स को हम फोकस में रखेंगे, right? So coming back to the classes now, beta, I will go ahead and I will see you on the 10th of June at 12:30 p.m. in my class, right? For these classes that I am conducting with you, right? The first 15 to 20 minutes of this class every day, would be available as a reference on YouTube. So for any student who joins in between, you know what topic we have going to do for that day. So these classes would be available for the first 15-20 minutes per lecture. It would be available daily on YouTube. You will get a reference of what all we are covering in the class, कौन से past year questions cover हो रहे हैं, what kind of preparation we are doing. And other than that, these classes would be approximately for 1.5 hours. As I said, ये कोई strict वो नहीं है. हाँ, I just don't keep, I mean, I am not a very, I don't favor very, very long classes. उसका reason ये है कि once you start losing interest in a topic, you may feel that the topic is not interesting. But the actual reason is that you have sat for such a long period that you have started losing interest because of that, है ना? So I may start with full enthusiasm. यही होता है ना बच्चों के साथ. You start with full enthusiasm, but after say 1.5 hours, you feel like you need a break. You're not able to go ahead and do things at a go. So I don't want to stretch my classes very, very long to 2.5 hours or 3 hours. It does not, I mean, it's okay. हम 4 की जगह 6 महीने में सिलेबस खत्म करेंगे, but the classes should be of a duration which makes sense to students, the amount which can sink in your mind and you're able to reproduce it the next day. आप उसको अच्छे से बता पाओ. That is what we want to go ahead and we want to do, right? Beta, I don't have much information about statistics, MSc statistics. This is an economics channel. I think you will have to take a suggestion from some other, faculty. Okay, so I will go ahead and I will end this session for the day. And I wish you all the very best for your upcoming exams. And let's meet on Monday, 12:30 in the class. Okay, beta. Thank you.